He made his debut in the Ravi Shastri era, a man who gives big pep talks. How did Ravi Shastri manage a character like Rishabh Pant?
Look, you have to allow him to be free. You can't give a lot of inputs. You also have to have a word with him, but as we were discussing, it can't be during a game. So once the game finishes, if he hasn't done well, if he has made a mistake, you just need to put a shoulder around him and tell him that, Rishabh, this is what is expected out of you. This is something which you haven't done well, but you are so much capable enough. You have to give him the positive way. You also need to show him this is how you can do it. This is how you can get better. This is how you can contribute to the team's success. Because there are times where he has played an important innings, but the moment he gets out, the team is in trouble. So you need to tell him that, yes, you have to play your game, but at the same time, just look at the bigger picture. How can you help the team to win a game? And now he has realized that, and that was the time when everything started. So earlier he was a bit reckless. There were times where he played a stupid shot and has got out, but he has learned from that mistake, and now he's a lot more matured player. Now he understands what is expected from team.
You said stupid shot?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just repeating.
For a second, I just glanced.
No. I just wanted to know.
Yeah. Because he has told me, sir, he has told me in the interview that I've made my mistakes. I've been criticized for that. But as a player, you need to reflect of what went wrong. If you can learn from it and get better, and then you get all the accolades.
But what a player. He's got even Sunny Ji to flip his opinion of him around by 180. If he played in your playing days and you had to bat alongside him, what would that experience be like, you'd imagine? And what would some of the conversations be like?
I've already had that experience batting with Krishnamachari Srikkanth. I can assure you, who was also equally like him. Totally unpredictable, but great fun. Great fun. Yes, I think I don't know about so much with Rishabh, but with Srikkanth, the main problem was he dealt in boundaries. See, I dealt in singles and twos. So he was not always, ready for that, quick single.
Yeah.
And so that was the only thing that I used to feel a little bit, upset about. But otherwise, with his batting, I keep saying that he actually liberated me. He liberated me in the sense that I saw him bat, I saw him getting so much fun out of it. And I said to myself, I'm sort of working my way. Even I should play a few, few shots, take a few risks.
Yeah.
Not play a few shots, take a few risks and take a few chances. And so, my second half of my career, since Srikkanth started partnering me, has been most enjoyable, part. My consistency was not the same as my first half. I had 20 hundreds in the first 50 test matches that I played. But in the next 75, I got only 14 hundreds. But hey, I really enjoyed those 75 because I was also going and playing, taking a few chances and playing and getting out. Yeah, sure. But so I say that Srikkanth liberated me, and I enjoyed our mid-wicket conversations at the end of the over. It used to be absolute, fun. I'll tell you, if I might, we had an occasion where we were playing against Pakistan, and he played and missed. He had this method of playing when he played forward, when he defended, he didn't go forward. His bat face would open up like this, and he played and missed around the off stump about 4 deliveries. At the end of the over, he came to me and hey, Macha, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong? So I said, you're doing nothing wrong. He says, yeah, come on, yeah. I said, no, come on, you tell me I played and missed. I said, yeah, you played, you did that. I said, if you had played with a straight bat, you would have not got PI. So it's a good thing you've done nothing wrong. He said, yeah, Macha, I'm serious. I said, even I'm serious. But, those were the conversations that we used to have. And it used to be just great fun, playing with him because he made the bowlers look, they were, again, the same test match where he was hitting, Imran for a boundary here, pulled him here, lofted him over there. And then his habit of, after having hit that, walk towards square leg. And so Imran is now walking back. Imran's looking at him, wanting to have a go at him. Imran's walking back, and I'm at the non-striker's end, and I'm looking at Imran, not quite through the corner of my eye. And he turns on and says to me, I can't even swear at him. He's gone so far away at square leg.
But did he say anything to the bowlers?
No, never.
Never?
No, nothing. Nothing.
Oh, it's interesting that you tell us this about partnerships and feeding off of each other's energy, because earlier this morning I was in conversation with Jamie Smith about batting with Harry Brook, and he said exactly this. It's just your energy rubs off on each other. For somebody who's actually spent time with Rishabh Pant in the middle and someone who's completely different from who he is as a person, how was it for you being out there with him?
No, it makes my life easier, because whenever I bat with Rishabh Pant, we are seeing now Shubman, the way that partnership is growing. If you are at the non-striker's end, there is less pressure on you, because opposition is always focusing on what Rishabh is doing. They want to get him out as early as possible. They are thinking about Rishabh Pant. So whenever I got an opportunity, whenever I was on strike, the bowlers were not able to bowl the right length, because when they are bowling against Rishabh, they are trying different things. So they are not able to get that rhythm. And for me, it was always easy. I could rotate strike. I got a loose ball in between. And the opposition is always under pressure, because the scoreboard is ticking. And you are going at a strike rate of, the economy rate of 4 runs and over, sometimes 5 runs and over. So opposition is not looking to pick a wicket. They are just going defensive. And when they go defensive, the batter's life is easy. So I always enjoyed those partnerships. And we always had fun. In between the balls, we are just talking about what's happening on the field. And Rishabh prefers a lot of feedback on where the line is, where the length is, what the bowler is trying to do, whether if off-spinner is bowling, whether he's bowling in the stumps, whether he's bowling outside the off-stump. So he needs feedback in between the balls. But in between the over, we just try and switch off. We just don't think too much about the game. He will end up bringing any other conversation. What are you going to do in the evening? Whether are we going to have a game of PlayStation? We end up talking even in between the overs. So yeah, he knows how to switch off between the overs. But when it comes to focusing, he knows when to switch on.
England versus India, second test, live now. Watch it on TV channels of Sony Sports.